rangi misena la kachi beru lerim kachi sumchina chama toru tiseda tigomi tsanzara I tiseda tisuni tenlo rangi laba chuse kholore gopdi kanewa kelche di beule pise lebekha zonam ja chichi zamling gyakab leshachi na tarchab joyi mi titan semi chuse kholotsu du gyakab nale nanden bediye bi Disude gonche nildam jibjangap chile gotsukdi tongta kechinga simge panabe yable rara sose ombabda tindi jicho chobe yise shuni jiba chembachin timpu thomgi bulu chuse kholoka shenle thandi dumda chi thomdi dekosha sa ho chembachin lamgi talu kelwang dingchim yo tholo yise shuni
喂，阿那一面说喂，拿一面说。阿麦说喂。
Kuzuzongpola and welcome to Do You Know Your Child Season 3. I'm Choni, your host. School-age kids know that divorce means their parents' marriage has ended. They may have friends whose parents are divorced and may be familiar with the concept of a mom and a dad living apart. They will be anxious about things like where they will live and go to school, and they will likely have a lot of detailed questions for you. So be prepared with some answers. Most important is to assure them that they will be cared for and loved no matter what. Don't be surprised if your child shows signs of insecurity or regression, becomes extra mischievous, uncooperative or clingy, or seeks a lot of attention from you and others during this difficult time. Even the most amicable of separations create an earth-shattering change for any child. Let's catch up with our last week's participants and see if they're keeping up with their commitments.
Why is the month of Brahmatra very? The mouth of Brahmatra is very big because all the rivers of Tibet, Nepal, Bhutan and India. Last time when I came to the show, I promised that I will try to spend more time with my children and the family. So in order to achieve what I have promised, I am trying to spend most of my time helping my daughter in writing her homework and then clearing her doubts and other things. I take them out to play. Although I don't get much time, I try my best to give them the best time that I get. When you do this homework, you have to read, understand, then you ask me. Okay? Then, what do you want me to explain to you? This is a Bhutan map. First, you do with a dotted line with a pencil. Okay?
Okay.
If you try to spend more time with your children, then it really helps them. Because the doubts they are not able to clear in the classroom, if we can help them clear the doubts, their performance in the exams and all these things also get improved. What I would like to request all the parents is that you should try to spend as much time as possible with your children.
As I promised that I would not quarrel with my brother and help my mother in the house. So I help my mother by washing the dishes. I promised that I would not quarrel with my brother, so I'm not quarreling and now we are friends.
What are you writing?
Map.
Map?
The major divorce issues are change and loss. Kids find both to be very scary. Some kids will be openly sad or angry, while others may deny they have any feelings at all about it. Yet, school-age kids can be surprisingly resilient and able to adapt. How you talk to them about divorce before, during, and after it happens will make a big difference in how they cope over the long run. What they need most from you right now is reassurance and consistency in the routines they rely on. Let's meet with today's guests.
Hi, I am Christie and I am studying at Tashkang Middle Secondary School and I am 10 years old. This is my father, Sajichako. He is a teacher at my school. This is my mother, Rini Matthew. She is also a teacher at my school. This is my younger brother. His name is Calvin Saji. He is studying at class 2 here, Tashkang Middle Secondary School.
Today is Kelvin's birthday, 7th birthday. So we are going to have cake cutting afterwards.
Welcome to Do You Know Your Child? My first question is, do you know your child?
Yes, I definitely know my child.
Okay, great. Before we start with the show, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell me a little something about where you're from and your family.
Thank you. I am Saji Chako, originally from South India, Kerala.
Okay.
I am a teacher here. I've been teaching here in the school for the last 14 and a half years.
Okay, all right. What about your family?
Yes, my wife is also a teacher here.
Okay.
And I have 2 children. First one is daughter, Christie. She is in class 6.
Okay.
And the second one was born here in Tashigang, is studying in class 2.
Wow, okay. So you've been here for so long.
Yes.
Did you ever want to come to the western side of the country or the east just fine?
Frankly speaking, of course, I have not thought about going to the west. I stayed on in the east. Definitely, if I have a chance, I would prefer to go to the west. Generally speaking, Bhutan is a beautiful place.
Yes.
I love Bhutan.
Thank you.
It's a peaceful place compared to other places of the world.
I agree. It's definitely peaceful. So you've come to the show with your daughter, am I right?
Right.
Tell me a little something about her.
Christie is a nice girl. She is good at studies. She loves singing.
Okay.
Even she loves dancing
Oh, great.
to Jongkam songs.
Wow, really?
Yes, she
Okay.
likes. And she knows how to read and write Jonka. She has been studying Jonka for the last 5 years. This year we have just stopped. She has stopped learning Jonka
Why?
because she has to prepare for her mother tongue. So we are teaching her
Oh,
at home.
okay.
But she has learned and she knows how to read and write.
I wanted to ask you because I grew up, and most of the Bhutanese kids all around the country grew up with lots of Indian teachers in school. We never actually thought of how difficult it would be for them to get adjusted to the country and the cultures and the values in the country. Now you came here in 2001.
Yes.
You came with your whole family, right?
No.
Okay.
When I came, I was alone. I was not married.
Ooh, okay.
So I came in 2001, mid-June. Then in December I went back home.
Okay.
In the month of February I got married. Then I brought my wife here.
Okay.
And then after 3.5 years or so, she got employed here. And when she came with my daughter who was 3 months old that time.
Oh, okay. So how difficult was it to start a family and raise it in Bhutan?
Initially, with my wife and my child here, I found it very difficult because both of us were working and we didn't have anybody to look after my daughter. But thanks to one of my friends who is a teacher, Mr. Kafle, he is a teacher somewhere in Thimphu,
Okay.
and his family looked after my daughter. And
nice.
then after some times there was a Lopen, Jongka Lopen, who was also my colleague here, Mr. Yeshi Lendup. His family, that's his wife, helped me looking after my daughter.
Oh, that's It worked out well then for
Yes,
you. Okay.
for sometimes, yes. I had to take my daughter from my home down there near the market, where my friend Mr. Eshulandup was staying, near the school campus. So morning I would bring my daughter home to my friend's place.
Yeah.
Evening after the school, I would take her back.
Great.
It was difficult those days.
I see, but it worked out,
Yes,
and
yes.
now you have 2 kids.
Yes, I have.
And one's born Bhutanese,
Yes.
right?
He was born in Tashigang Hospital. Thanks to many of my friends, especially my wife's friends,
Yeah.
who were there to help me and my family during those days.
Aw. Well, I'm really glad you at least had really helpful people around you helping you out, because
Yes.
especially when you're in a foreign land or when you're not in your hometown, or even if you step out of your own city, it becomes difficult, right?
Right.
And you stepped out your own country, so I can completely understand, but I'm really proud and glad that we had Bhutanese people helping you out here. Now, let's go into the questions. But before we do that, I have some rules. Rules as in a sense, what happens with the show is I have 10 questions with me.
Okay.
I'm going to ask these 10 questions to you first, then I'll ask these questions to your daughter,
All right.
and later we'll tally the answers and that'll be your score.
Okay.
Okay, so are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Question number 1. Does your daughter clean her own room?
Yeah.
Make her bed? She does make
She
her
does.
bed?
She does that.
She cleans up her table?
Yes, she does.
Okay, all right. Number 2. Who does her laundry?
Mother
Mother.
and sometimes me.
Okay, but mostly mom.
Yes, mom.
Great.
does.
Okay. Question number 3. Do you think your daughter would know the number of siblings you have? So
Yes.
her uncles and aunts from your side?
Yes, she would
Yes?
know,
Okay. How many of them?
I have 4 brothers and 2 sisters.
4 brothers and 2 sisters.
Yes.
Okay. Question number 4. Is she fond of vegetables?
She takes, yes, she's fond of vegetables.
What's her favorite
Her,
vegetable?
her favorite, in fact, is beans, French fry they make. Plus,
okay.
she likes potatoes.
Next, when is her bedtime?
10 o'clock.
Okay.
Normally 10.
Okay. Number 6. Who helps her with her homework at home?
Generally, like maths and science, mother guides her.
Okay.
Then when there is some trouble with English and social studies, she comes to me.
When she had trouble with Zonka, who did she go to?
Mother. Of course, I am not at all good at Jonka. Mother knows something with the letters, so mother used to guide her.
Oh wow, brilliant. Okay. Question number 7. Does she enjoy reading?
She enjoys.
Not the textbooks, but the other
Yes,
books.
she has read around 44 books by this time.
Wow, okay, that's good. And she's keeping track of it?
Yes, she keeps her
Okay.
record. Even she writes on her diary, she writes.
Okay, school diary or personal diary?
Personal diary she has.
Question number 8. Do you and your daughter ever read together?
So far, no.
No, okay.
Yes, of
And
course.
why do you think so?
When she reads, I sometimes go for walk and even I go for playing badminton. So we don't, in that sense, don't read together.
Okay, all right. 9th question. Do you think your daughter would know when the 4th king of Bhutan was born?
Yes, she would know, definitely.
Okay. Question number 10. Do you think your daughter would know where the 4th king was born?
I think, yes, she would know.
Okay, all right, great. You've answered all the 10 questions. Now we'll have your daughter come here. Welcome to Do You Know Your Child? Christie, right? Before we start, please introduce yourself.
My name is Christie Saji. I am from Kerala, India. I am studying at class 6. I am 10 years old.
Okay, you're 10 years old, right? How long have you been in Bhutan?
I've been 10 years. When I was born at my village. Then my parents brought me here when I was 3 months old.
Wow, so you've almost been here all your life, almost, right? Yes. Wow, okay. And I was told that you know some dialects and some languages from Bhutan. Is that correct?
Yes.
What languages can you speak?
I'm Zonka, Shashop, English and a little bit Malayalam, little bit Hindi, and I know Nepali, but I forgot.
Okay, but you know what? With language, the key is to keep talking or keep practicing. So maybe someday you'll find. Do you have Nepali friends around?
No.
No, okay. If you have Nepali friends, you can practice with them. You seem to be knowing 6 languages already. And that is a very good resume. Resume in the sense when you grow up, when you apply for a job, you need to write down what languages you know. And it would be beautiful for an Indian girl to know Dzongkha, Bhutan's dialect Shashop, and then Nepali too. It's beautiful. So you have to keep that up, okay? So, okay, you know Shashop, right?
Yes.
Can you translate this? Do you know your child in Shashop?
Nangi nanga waktu selimu.
So can you translate this in Malayalam?
Ninakku ninte kochine ariyavo.
Say that again.
Ninakku ninte kochine ariyavo.
Okay, that's beautiful. I can't try it, so I'm just going to leave it there. So who taught you Shashop?
I learned from my friends. Then I had a baby sister when I was small, and she taught Nepali and Shashop too.
Wow, okay, all right. And I told that up until last year you were learning Dzongkha too.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Is Dzongkha a difficult language?
Not much difficult.
Okay.
But I know to write and read too.
Okay, wow. And now I hear that you're studying your mother tongue, right? Which is Malayalam, right? Is it difficult?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, right? Because you're just starting now. But with Dzongkha, you've started when you were a little kid, so it was
Yes.
easier. But I'm sure you're a smart girl. You'll be able to pick up your language in, I think, a couple other languages very quickly.
Yes.
I was told that if you are young, you have the ability to learn 5 new languages, and you seem to have done 6, which is really good. So that will already have trained your brain to pick up new languages, so it should be a lot easier for you. Well, I'm really glad that you know 6 languages. Keep that up. So I asked your dad 10 questions, okay? And I'm going to ask these 10 questions to you, okay? Question number 1. Do you clean your room yourself?
Yes, I clean my room. Then my mother also give me pocket money like 10 or 20 rupees.
If you clean your room.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. That's a good motivation, right? Number 2. Who does your laundry? Who cleans your dirty clothes?
My mother, sometimes my father.
Okay, mostly?
Mostly my mother.
Okay. Number 3. How many siblings does your dad have?
My father has 4 brothers and 2 sisters.
Okay, do you know all their names?
Yes.
Have you met them all?
Yes, ma'am.
Where do they live, all of them?
My youngest uncle lives at my village, and the eldest 2, and my second uncle also live there. All the uncles live there.
Okay.
And my auntie also live there. Then my eldest auntie live at Karnataka.
Okay, all right. Wow, okay, that's good. So at least you know where they are. Next question. What is your favorite vegetable?
Potato, ma'am.
You like potatoes?
Yes.
Okay, all right. A lot of the Bhutanese kids like potatoes, so you have become very Bhutanese, huh? Next question. When is your bedtime?
I go to bed at 9:30, sometimes 10.
Okay, all right. Next question. Who helps you with your homework?
Sometimes my mother, sometimes my father.
Number 7. Do you enjoy reading?
Yes, I enjoy reading. My best story is Poor Lucy Lol. So I am interested to read storybooks.
Okay, you enjoy stories. That's good. Number 8. Do you and your father ever sit together and read? No, okay. Number 9. When was the 4th king of Bhutan, King Jigme Singye Wangchuk, born?
King Jigme Singye Wangchuk was born 1955, November 11th.
Question number 10 for you. Where was the 4th king of Bhutan born?
Tashichezo?
You think he was born in Tashichezo?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever been to Thimphu?
No, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's why. Because if you have ever been to Thimphu, you know about the places and would know that Tashi Tudong is an office, right? So it's but you're close. He was born in Thimphu, but he was born in the Chincholing Palace, okay? But that's completely fine. You knew it was in Thimphu, that's correct. So you've answered all the 10 questions. Now let's take a look at your father's score, okay? Does your daughter clean her own room?
Yes, she does.
Yes.
Who does her laundry?
Mother,
My mother.
Do you think your daughter would know the number of siblings you have?
yes, she does.
4 brothers and 2 sisters.
Is she fond of vegetables?
Potatoes.
Potato.
When is her bedtime?
10 o'clock.
10.
Who helps her with her homework at home?
Mother guides her.
Mother.
Does she enjoy reading?
Yes, she does.
I enjoy reading.
Do you and your daughter ever read together?
No.
No. Do you think your daughter would know when the 4th king of Bhutan was born?
Yes, she does.
Number 11.
Do you think your daughter would know where the 4th king was born?
Yes, she does.
Tashizong.
So I have your dad's score with me, and let's take a look at your the questions your dad wasn't able to answer correctly. And it was the last question. He said you would know where he was born, and you said Tashishudong, but that's completely fine. It isn't Thimphu, like I told you, but he was born in Dichin Choling Palace, okay? So that was the only question he wasn't able to answer correctly, which brings the score to 9 out of 10. A great score, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Are you happy?
Yes, I am.
For you, I'm going to ask in Sharshup. Nan shunang pinamo.
Jangshunang Pina.
Okay, good. So this makes you happy, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. Now let's go to the commitment. What do you think you as a father can do to, for the benefit of your daughter and your son? But as a father, what do you think you would like to improve in?
To read together with daughter Christie.
Okay.
Even I would take my son, and thereby I become a role model to them.
Yes, of course. And it's a good family time too.
Yes, yes.
Great. So your dad says, Christy, you should have your food on time and enjoy your food. Do you not eat your food on time?
I eat my food on time, but I don't enjoy my food.
Why? Why do you not enjoy them?
But I don't get my special food.
Oh.
My favorite food.
What's your favorite food?
Favorite food, masala dosa.
Oh, so you don't get that all the time, and that's why you don't enjoy them.
Yes.
Okay, all right. But you know what? If you get it all the time, then it doesn't become special. It's special because your mom makes it very rarely, and you get it on rare days, on special occasions. But if you eat masala dosa today, tomorrow, then day after, it becomes boring, right? It's not special. So, like your dad said, eat on time because you have to be healthy, right? And enjoy your food, okay? You have to eat slowly, but enjoy it. Can you do that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now let's go to the letter segment. So we'll have Dad read his letter for you first, okay?
Dear Christy, I write this letter to you to motivate you so that you will do very well in your studies and extracurricular activities. I know that you are doing well in your studies. Now that I have seen some of your weekly test marks, I feel that you need to work harder so that you score better marks. I'm sure you will do well. Lots of love. Affectionately, your dad.
Okay.
To my dear Papa, I love you very much because you guide me when I am wrong. If I have any doubts about something, you clear the doubts for me. You care for me more than my mother. If I ask anything to you, you give me more than I want. You are the perfect father for me. I never saw a good father better than you. I am lucky that I got a father like you. When you scold me, of course I am sad and sometimes I cry too. But I know that you are scolding me to become a perfect and successful person in future. So I take your scoldings positively. I wish I could be a perfect and successful person like you in the future. By your loving daughter, Christie Sajay.
We've come to the end of the show, but before that, Christy, I have a couple of books. Legson, have you ever met this girl then? Because I was told that this girl's from the school. You've never met, okay. But apparently this girl has graduated from class 10. She wrote this when she was in class 9, so I want you to use this book as an inspiration to go and get hold of your dreams before it's time, before it's due. Because she already came up with this book while she was studying. So maybe it's your hobby, maybe it's your ambition, whatever it is, you don't want to wait till you're done with studies. You can start already, okay? Then I have a collection of Bhutanese short stories by Lingi Jamtso. So that. The other one is I have a couple of books from Ministry of Education in collaboration with UNICEF. And the final book that I have for you is my favorite book, written by Sangeet Tenzin, and it's an autographed copy. There you go. And this book has details of what the king has done, where he was born, right? And other information that you might want to know, right? So this book, and have you watched this show before?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is a very popular gift, right? Everybody knows about this. What's inside?
Titan watch.
Yes, a Titan watch. And I see you're wearing a watch yourself.
Yes.
Who gave you that watch?
This my uncle's, my mother's brother brought me from London, ma'am.
Wow, okay. Now this is all the way from Bhutan then, okay? From Thimphu. But it's different. That's from your uncle, right?
Yes.
And this is from the show. Have you ever been on television before?
Yes.
Yes?
No, ma'am.
No, okay. I know that's a very special watch, right? I know that. I know the importance of love all the way from London. But I want you to keep the Titan watch as a reminder that you've been on a Bhutanese television someday, okay? Okay, with this, I want to thank you and your father for coming to Do You Know Your Child and being a beautiful part of it.
Thank you.
Thank you. If you and your spouse are considering a separation or divorce, keep it to yourselves until you know for sure. Though there is never a good time to tell your child about your separation, there are bad times, like school days, right before you head off to work, just as your child is going to dance class or soccer practice, or just before bed. When he hears the news and is suddenly feeling very unsafe and very alone, he will need you to be there for him. Tell her about the divorce together. Even if you disagree about everything else, try to agree on what to tell your child for his sake. Ideally, parents should break the news as a team. Telling your child together avoids confusion. He will not hear only one side of the story, and it conveys that it was a mutual decision. It also helps serve your child's sense of trust in both parents. We have come to an end of this episode. We'll catch up with you next week. Till then, if you have any suggestions or feedback, please email us at parenting@bbs.pt or write to us on our Facebook page. Thank you and bye-bye. Okay, so for you, I'm gonna... Okay, so this... Okay.
Rangi misena la kachi beru, lerim kachi sumchi na chama toru, tiseda trigomi tsanzara i. Tiseda tisuni tenlo, rangi lava chuse kholore gopdi kanyawa kelche. di beule pise lebika zonam ja chichi zamling gyakap le shichin na tarchap joyi mi titan semi chutse kholotsu du gyakap na le nanden be di bi disudi gonche nildam jibjangap chile gochukdi tongta khechinga simge panabe yeble rara sose ombab da tindi jicho chobe yise shuni jiba chembachin timpu thomdi bulu chutse kholoka shenle thandi dumda chi thomdi dekhosha sa ho chembachin lamgi talu kelwang dingchim yo tholo yise shuni
喂，阿妹妹说说喂，拿一妹说。阿杜妹说的喂。